I am very disappointed to see that Puzzles is not on Blasters, one of the only Blasters representatives of SEA. Jokes aside, we are going to be going into our game. VoDr and Urahara going up against Puzzles and Sakuya. Let's see what happens. So far, 13 seconds into the game. Why is everyone yellow?
Everyone is yellow, and everyone is almost knocked out. I love to see it. So much damage getting us right out the gates right here. Okay, looking for just like the guaranteed launcher right there from Puzzles, but not going to get it.
All right. Neutral signature comes out. That's going to be the first stock. Urahara looking solid on that Bryn, but not any more solid than Puzzles and Sakuya. Able to get that double knockout.
Oh my
Very
goodness.
beautifully played. Puzzles still on his first as well.
Okay, bouncing around right here, looking for a first opening here. Sakuya getting a little bit caught out of position right there. Puzzles there to pick up the puzzle pieces. Wow, yeah, just tries to slam right down, cover a bunch of space in front of him to prevent Urahara from advancing forward. VoDr doesn't even really care, though.
Dude, how are they connecting these things?
God.
He got that Seer. I wouldn't believe in 1,000 years you would be able to connect that Seer that way. I mean, that is definitely tricky. They come back to the stage and immediately they're able to connect that team combo. Here's the craziest thing. The icing on top. It might still not be enough because Puzzles is an absolute powerhouse that refuses to get knocked out.
Hanging on to this first stock for dear life right here. Puzzles doesn't even want to overcommit into the air right there. Look at the way he's picking his spots. I love it.
Able to pick up that Seer. He's playing a little bit carefully to not lose this stock still, but not so carefully that he's not able to make any good use of his stock.
Okay.
Getting lots of good aerials.
A little bit overzealous right there from Puzzles. Maybe finds the stock right there. Instead, no, what a pickup! Puzzles MVP right now. Sakuya on last stock. Puzzles again, not gonna get it.
GC Daylight so incredibly close, but close won't be enough. You're gonna have to find that knockout. Yeah, it's 3 stocks versus 3 stocks. I mean, hey. This is when, hey, what do you mean unfair? They both got 3. Okay, and not anymore. They got 2 versus 3 now, but hey, this looks pretty fair to me, right? It's not like it's a 2v1 or anything, because they got those team combos, and they have the team combos locked in. They have the team combos locked in. That's a classic team combo right there, especially if you're on the Bryn. As a Bryn main myself, I've done that a couple of times.
Polly,
they're going to be so scary.
Oh my goodness. I mean, look, if Puzzles wants a chance for as hard as he was stock tanking here, he's got to set his sights on Urahara, right? But it doesn't even matter. You don't have time to think. All 3 of those stocks gone in an instant.
I mean, hey, 3 stocks versus 3 stocks. But what do you mean unfair? That's fair, right?
Yeah, I'd say it's as 50-50 as you can get.
Yeah, it was completely even in terms of... No, in all seriousness, Urahara and VoDr, they obviously know their team combos. They obviously have the basic team combos on lockdown. Not only that, they have those conversions as well, and light into side signature. If you have the team combos, you have the conversions, and you have good movement with your teammates, I mean, we're looking at, you know, as we get further down into the high-level gameplay, which we are basically in here now, in top 8, we're getting into pretty high-level gameplay. These 2v1 encounters are going to be absolutely impeccable. They're going to be 100%. So hard to break through.
100%. And I mean, Puzzles was really holding it down right there. So I think a lot of this agency for Blue Team is going to come down to Sakuya hanging on for a little bit longer, right? Because I think if Sakuya even has one stock
there it is again.
In that position,
they keep going for it. They keep going for it. The same team combo, but they keep being able to set it up. And yeah, as you mentioned, Puzzles, he was sticking to that stock incredibly well, but we could potentially be seeing, you know, maybe we're gonna change tactics a little bit. We already see Sakuya has made that legend swap over to Nash. Perhaps if a similar situation arises, Puzzles is gonna be like, okay, I have 3 stocks and you have 1. Why don't I just go super aggro until I am also 1, and then we're even, then we're on even ground.
Absolutely. See right there, Sakuya playing a little bit of defense right there on the left side. Now Puzzles gets the action started. Can't get too much more after that, and they split back into 1v1. Sakuya, though, turning things around, finding this stock.
All right, VoDr able to pick up that recovery. Super close to being a knockout, but it's not going to be just enough. Daylight Seer We see 2 knockouts on 2 different teams, though. Sakuya going for a massive commitment. It would have been massive, but maybe that was able to bait VoDr down there. Puzzle not able to get any massive offstage potential off of it, but Puzzles,
wait.
what is this?
Puzzles out of resources. Yeah, there's another stock, and just like we said before, Puzzles had 3 for a while in game 1. Now he's dropped to his last in game 2.
I think these guys might just, at least in those 3 encounters so far, they just hate the stage, dude. They want to get off the stage as fast as possible by the looks of things.
All right. Yes, good setup there from Sakuya, finding the stock as well. Great little alley-oop right there from the blue team. Will it be enough to find the stock on Urahara, though? No.
Oh, and what a beautiful rack up of damage coming in from Urahara and VoDr, but it could be too little too late.
Okay, looking for the GC right there to close out a little bit of space, but it is the 2v1 now. Sakuya can get one back right here. A little bit of redemption, but now 1 stock advantage, but 1v1.
Full stock advantage is going to be very, very significant, but anything can happen until it is over. VoDr able to get that sidelight recovery, tries to get that landing, and it will do so, just a little bit delayed. Sakuya is not able to get a lot of hits onto VoDr so far, just weapon throws.
Yeah, Sakuya trying to get a lot of this action started with that weapon throw right there, not getting too much after it. Recovery will find its mark, and we're down to the last.
VoDr in orange, swapping over to the axe. I like what I am seeing. This could be very, very potent. But Sakuya is still in the game. He has that hammer in hand, looking for any kind of grounded attacks here. Going in for this aerial instead. VoDr not able to maybe D-light in time or catch that landing.
We saw the stomp right there. Yeah, look for the D-light once again. Stomp's not going to happen too much more. As Sakuya keeps getting launched into the air right now, it looks like VoDr's just like in such good control.
Sakuya is not able to hit VoDr. VoDr is moving way too good for him to be able to get any of these attacks in. Sakuya swap over to the spear, maybe. This hammer is not working right now, and VoDr is farming that damage.
Yeah, legit, that's the first hit I think Sakuya's gotten right there, and you see it right here. Swap out to deny the item. Here we go.
But now, I mean, down in red at this point, Stomp Sair should be enough to do it.
And you saw it, yeah, you called it out just in time there, Polly, right? The GC looking for the Stomp right there to get that conversion from Sakuya. It's not going to happen just yet. There's a GC from VoDr instead.
There's no way. There's no way. VoDr, not the second time we get to see an amazing comeback like this.
Oh, VoDr swing and a miss right there. Sakuya finds the weapon. We're back to the Stomp City. It's not enough. VoDr finding it right there, especially off the back of a stock disadvantage.
670 damage, 5 knockouts. The boys from the Middle East, they are putting some serious impact in this Southeast Asian tournament. Sakuya and Puzzles, they are gonna have to step up.
Yeah, I mean, I think you called it out perfectly, right? Like the way that I think Sakuya was looking for the Stomp, it was almost like you're looking for it too much, right? Where it was great when you had your teammate Puzzles there to kind of set you up. You could get the Stomp, find a quick little 2-piece team combo. It did result in a stock when Puzzles was on the board earlier, but once it fell down to that 1v1, couple of big reaches right there, and VoDr was able to claw that one all the way back.
I mean, Sakuya really, towards the end there on the hammer, he was just struggling to find that hit in so many scenarios. One hit would have been it to get that knockout, but I don't blame him, because you are not only fighting Axe, where Axe in this particular instance is playing quite parry, trying to squeeze out as much damage as possible. You're fighting a player playing in that way. VoDr, in this case, he had amazing movement.
He did. Cannot be denied at all. VoDr and Urahara going up 2-0 right now. And again, it looked like Puzzles and Sakuya were starting to put those pieces together, but they're going to have to find it at least right now.
What is that from Urahara? What a call-out option. Not going to be connecting this time around. The neutral signature as well. This guy, and the Sair Urahara is in some kind of flow state. He is seeing things. He's playing 4D chess right now, going for attacks that might end up working.
Speaking of 4D chess, what about that bishop move from VoDr? Cutting the diagonal off right there, finding the tail off the right side. Insane movement. Again, you pointed it out in that last game. VoDr is just on one right now.
Oh, and the Sair comes out as well. Urahara and VoDr, they are looking unstoppable. They're playing with some momentum backing them up right now. But Puzzles, I mean, this is starting to maybe look like a little bit of a flashback from the first game. This is an unstoppable force going up against an immovable object. But as soon as Sakuya goes down, as soon as this turns into a 1v2, we know that Urahara and VoDr, they're not easy to fight in those circumstances.
Okay, Puzzle's finding a little bit of extra damage right there with the gravity cancel. Not going to get too much after that. Maybe look for the ledge cancel as well to slide right off. But again, it doesn't result in a stock. So, I mean, you can't really say too much has been advanced just yet.
The dream is still alive for Urahara and VoDr, but Puzzles and Sakuya, I mean, they're starting to look more and more solid. They're not making a lot of mistakes right now. I'm only seeing hard-hitting attacks that are connecting onto Urahara and VoDr. That is not what they want right now.
I'm a little bit nervous, though, Polly. Look at the stocks once again right here as Sakuya falls. It is a reminder of Game 1 once again. I mean, Puzzles does have a slight stock lead, but we saw the way he evaporated in Game 1 in the 2v1s.
Urahara and VoDr, they have those team combos. I'm expecting Urahara to, as soon as possible, swap over to that spear, and there it is.
Yeah.
It was single end light is all it is going to take. VoDr swapping over. Nair is also going to do the job. Spear and axe, the dreaded weapon combination.
So
the end light comes
scary.
out, and that should be it.
Goodbye. Yep, goodbye. How quick
They're
was
too
that?
good.
Did we look
They're
at the
too
timer?
good. They don't mess it up. Not only can they set it up consistently, they don't miss that.
That was like a 3-second stock right there. And again, so deadly, especially when VoDr and Urahara are able to force these 2v1 up-a-player situations. It's just been a disaster, even when Puzzles has 3 stocks.
Oh, and
this one might be it. This has got to be it.
Yeah, the recovery. There it is. The one thing you have to do is don't get end-lighted, but you're fighting Axe and Spear. You're fighting Urahara and VoDr. The boys coming in to this tournament from the Middle East are proving their worth, and they're going to be advancing into top 4, where they will face off against Serenity and Tax Division. What a run they have had.